Hello, my name is Vinod Kumar Maurya. This is FlowCall AI agent implementation. So for this project, I use React plus White as a frontend, Express as a backend, MongoDB for integration, and JSON file for order and task data. So overall, by using this project, we handle damaged product support automatically through configuration workflow as per requirement. First, we will here a task. So where we will based on requirement, we will design the workflow how we want to handle the customer. So here are the different types of option available. We can choose a template like damage product, buy product, cancel order. So the testing, I will use damage product. So here we can see the two interface. Left side we design the open the template, and the right part we can see the how workflow will look like graph visualization. So let's close the workflow. Okay, so there are these options available like we can choose here this type. So we are starting with product. Here we can define the description when this so we can add the description like this. When customer reports a product is broken or damaged or defective, like that keywords. And here we can add the tags for better understanding, like we want a damaged product return refund, like that. Okay, so we can add here task trigger. These are the for better information when we want to clear this action. So we can add additional tags like that, cancel order. Okay, here the task set. So when we want to trigger, so reply our question. So we can add the thinking reply only enable when requirement. Okay, so we can here leave add the instructions also like that. When interface of chat will reveal, so it will show this question like that. Hello, how can I help you? And we can add yeah, additional instruction also like that. We can add critical case, handle it carefully. So now we are at parent task. So the relation is this order related to any parent task or is it individual? So it is not related to any. It is new types of. Okay, so we will leave it. And there is the option for follow-up settings. If user is inactive for some time, so we will send the message, are you there, or anything like that. For continue the conversation, we will set the time around 1 hour for this case. And there are the option for actions, like these are the options available. So let's choose the tracking information. Okay, so we can assign this task to different teams. This is the case for return and refund, or maybe this is to support team. So we will assign this task to support team. Okay, so support team will send the message when customer contact him like that. Hello, we are from support team. How can I help you? Okay. Here we can add data field also like that. What types of data we want to show the customer like that. There are the objective of this workflow like that. It is designing for damage workflow. So there will be the requirement like that has recent order, order ID, order name is valid. So these are design workflow and help to resolve the order. So we will fill the parameter here. So there will be parameter like has recent order, and there are options to use the data source like that. We want to manual data, use data, execute action. So first we will start with manual data. So we can add the values, like what types of value we can add replacement. We can describe the what type of output we want to. We can add the text like that. Ask the customer for their order ID or register phone. And here is the option in which format we want to show the response. Down like the flow from WhatsApp. So we will choose in text format for better. And there are options for choose. We want answer quick or we want the answer in list format. So we choose quick reply here. So selected option will be shown like the replacement refund. So we'll choose yes and no. So we have already created the data that will used here like that order detail, delivery date, current. So this is present in another file. We will show later on how it is working. So we will choose replacement product. It is asking how many maximum replacement we can afford. So let's choose three. Three is okay. And the prompt if user doesn't, so we can hello, please enter maximum product you are. So we can add also parent condition. So this case we don't have a parent condition, so we'll leave it. We can add transitions also. Met the different types of the conditions like that. We want price of replacement product is higher or lower. So based on we will show the option like pay the fees or we will refund if amount of replacement product is lesser. So we can use is greater than complete and resolve reply. If the condition is greater than, so it is asking about these type of the question. So we will say reply and proceed like that. Here we can add the condition replacement is done. So like that there are different type of the objective we can add and based on it will help you. So there are options for ticketing like that customer case is critical, so we can create the ticket and it will help to track the case. So there are options for create internal ticket also. We are choosing the auto visual ticket. So we can see the workflow graph. So if we want to edit any flowchart, so we will click and it will transfer to us where this case is registered. We can edit it. We can also edit here also by clicking the edit button, and here we can add like that we want to switch from manual to use data. It will be changed here. So let's save the task and move to another part of this project. So now we will move to data library part where we will create data that will be used here. Okay, so this is the data library part, that is the information about the data. So if that action is triggered, so it will ask what will be the response, or what will be the question. So like that we can when we click the order detail, so there are the used data case like that. If we have entered order detail and description is fetch full order detail by order ID or phone number. So in this case, return the complete order object from API response function. So these are the custom data library that we can use to show the answer based on requirement of the customer. So here we will create our API playground like that. It will be DP order. We can describe the condition like that. Order detail. Ask order detail. In return, we can return the return complete information like status, delivery, date. So it is this case is passed and we will create it. So we can see our data library created DP order detail. Okay, so now we will move to next. So now we will to inside integration API playground. This is API library where we can see what types of the response, let that get post put type of the API response is used. So we can create our own API. So here we can create the name of the, let's say, order details API. We can add the base URL. We are like the local of 5000 3000. We can add the description what is this API is doing. The order ID or phone number. We will add the method post. Let's choose our type now. What type the response we want. We can add the request body like key with key and the value. So let's create API base URL. So this is the base URL and we will create. So the API is created. Now we will move to API. Here we can test the order. We can test the order. We can test this user exists or not based on their information. So let's say we have information of order ID. So we will test and fetch the information. We can this type of information like that order detail, delivery date. So that we have created there. So I am adding here order detail data. So it is asking about this type of information, possible value. It is asking like that true, false, like that. We can. I am leaving it. It is asking that input this data point depend on at what this data is depend. So we can add order details, order item like that. I am randomly choosing the each value. So let's create. We are updating our data points. Now we will use our order ID to fetch the information of the customer. So these are the information like with order ID, phone number, what is the customer value, what is the status like that. These are the information present in our data. I have already created it is in our database. Here we can add phone number also. So based on this will also show we can customer detail. Based on it also show the response. So these are the feature of this API diagram. So now we will move on to next part like the API logs. Here we can see the our API logs that are used. Here are the option for to create Google Sheet that will used. in API playground. Like that here we can what the Google Sheet we are added there, it will use here to show the response. Okay, so now we will move to our task bar and we will run it. So this is the interface of the chatbot. It is asking, this is the activity timeline. It is where it is taking the workflow, how workflow is designed and how it is using it. So here it is asking about order ID. So we will enter order ID. Okay, so it is saying I have entered uh, wrong order ID. So I will re-enter correct one. Okay, so it is showing the detail of the order like that when it is delivered, delivery date. Okay, so it is asking what type of action we want, like if we want replacement or refund. And in left part we can see the activity timeline. First I have entered wrong order ID, so it is show that it is shows the how workflow is using this wrong order ID. So we will click it is shows the damage product workflow, damage time, identify objective used here, identify order. So our task flow workflow is using correctly. Okay, so now we'll use the options like that replacement button. So I am using here. Let's I want the replacement. So I will choose replacement. So we have three types of the options available for replacement. So let's I want to choose the replacement of the earbud. So it is asking about which one I want to choose. So if I will choose higher price replacement, I have to pay. If less, it will refund our amount. So let's say I have choose different amount product. Okay, so the replacement each 1,000 people we will refund up 1,000 the difference. Would you like to confirm? So let's confirm. So like that this is working. Now we will choose another case. Uh, so this is the order detail, status is delivered, but okay. So when we will click to replacement, it is showing that time of the replacement of 10 days is passed, so we cannot proceed to the replacement. So now we will use the third case. Okay, so product is here already delivered and it is asking about what we want to. So here we will test. Let's we want to refund for this product. So it shows that information that the window is within 10 days. So we have option for refund. So we want refund for this second one product. So actually we have ordered two product showing the one only product image. So let's choose only one product is damaged. It is asking how we want a refund. So let's we want to refund by using UPI transfer. Okay, so here we enter our UPI address. Okay, it is saying that the request is created and your request will be proceed within 2 and 3 days. So we can see this part is working correctly, and in the left part we can see activity timeline how it is working our workflow, refund mode, refund UPI ID, refund done. Like these are the activity workflow. So we will close the session. So we can see in the dashboard here we carefully handle the product is within the window time. If product uh, and if product is not yet delivered, so we cannot receive the claim also like that. These are the conditions we have critically handled